What did you say? Flagpole.
Take your stinking paw off me, you damn dirty ape!
No! You're a wizard, Harry.
In spite of everything you've done for them, eventually they will hate you.
And I care! What is the deal?
No, do me a favor, Captain. Go fuck yourself.
Language.
Why so serious?
What's your favorite scary movie?
I'm vengeance.
Avengers!
Assemble.
3, 2, 1. Just like iCarly. Welcome back to That Is So Random. I am a man who is here talking with another man.
Are you sure you're a man right now?
I might be a robot. I don't know.
Sounds like it.
Oh.
I don't know. You had some enthusiasm saying the intro.
Yeah, well, the intro's my favorite part.
Well, we decided it's now the intro as of a week ago.
Yes. Yes. 3, 2, 1, just like iCarly. We are so unprofessional. Man, we don't even introduce who we are.
What? That's true. I am Brayden / the Red Arrow pretty much well, I say everywhere, but it's pretty much just YouTube.
I'm Andrew, otherwise known as the Screaming Eagle, Screagle, brother. If you catch me in Modern Warfare 2019, just know.
How are you the Screagle, but you hate Philly? What is that?
Okay, look, I am the Screagle. I am the Screaming Eagle. So, the origins behind my name are not important to anybody. Just know I was the OG Screaming Eagle, and then somebody shortened it to Screagle because I do Screagle Scream!
Okay, I think I understand now.
But a normal man, and I have no superpower. So I'm just like Black Canary.
That makes a lot of sense. I will say, but what are we talking about today, this week?
Well, we're talking about my favorite DC animated universe, the Tomorrowverse.
Oh, really? It's your favorite?
Yes, it's my favorite. It's my favorite DC animated media franchise. My favorite. My all-time favorite.
Okay, do you remember the DC animated universe?
Oh yeah, that sucks compared to the Tomorrowverse.
Okay, you're pushing the envelope right now.
Guess what? I have a letter opener, and I'm ready to open the envelope.
Okay, let's start with Superman, Man of Tomorrow, then. Tomorrowverse enthusiast. What do you think?
Okay, I haven't seen that one, but you should explain the entire plot and everything about it to me.
Okay, so it's basically another origin story for Superman. Lands in Smallville or wherever he lands. That's where he lands. Yeah, he lands in Smallville.
Smallville, Kansas.
You've seen Smallville, the show. He lands there, goes through, childhood, figures out he's got powers. He's like, oh my god, am I a freak? And they're like watching a horror movie at the beginning as kids, and like there's an alien or something, and like his friend is terrified of it, and he's knows he's an alien at that point, and he's like, what am I? It's like kind of like, yeah, it's kind of sad. But anyway, once he actually becomes Superman, Lobo is in this movie. Lobo's pretty freaking cool. Might be the best part of the movie. Like, I'm bad at explaining plots.
So, you're doing a great job so far. But I'm going to stop you here.
Okay.
Is this the second time we've seen Lobo in like these animated movies?
I think it's the first.
Wasn't he in the old DC animated universe?
Yeah, but it was in just Justice League.
Like the Teen Titans? Oh, I thought he was in like the Teen Titans Judas contract at the beginning.
Oh, no.
Oh, he wasn't?
No.
I must be thinking of Teen Titans. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of Young Justice.
Yeah,
That's
he's in
probably
Young
what I'm thinking of.
Justice.
Yeah, okay.
Young Justice fell
Are
off.
they ever gonna do
Young Justice fell off. I'm just saying. It just, did you ever watch season 3 at all?
Is there season 4?
Yeah.
I think I watched all of season 3, and I was just like, okay.
I didn't even make it through season
I don't know
3.
if I can finish season 4. Well, is season 3 when the animation style changed, the art style changed?
I'm pretty sure because like the first 2 seasons happened on Cartoon Network and then it got canned and then like however long later it came back.
Yeah. That was when
season 3 was like when the whole dark side thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I like season 1 and season 2, but I don't remember season 3, but I did watch it and I got to season 4 and I was just like, okay, I'm done with this.
Yeah, I got to I almost finished season 3, but I didn't get there. Like the last episode I saw was the whatever that guy in the chair is, the one in the Justice League Unlimited finale, like before Darkseid comes back, he's the one that warns Lex like, "Yo, don't do this, you're about to fuck up." And Lex is like, "Dude, I'm a genius. I know what I'm doing." And then he resurrects Darkseid. Whoever that guy was.
Yeah, MODOK from the MCU. That's what it is.
Essentially, yeah, it's just a guy in a chair. It's like who Batman played in Apocalypse, basically. That's who Batman was taking the role of when he was enslaved by Darkseid. That movie is really weird.
Oh, so Apocalypse War was, I don't think I really liked watching my heroes get fucking slaughtered. Like, they got brutalized in that movie.
Yeah, I've said that about the movie too. I'm like, I mean, I kind of respect it for having balls and determination, ambition, but I think, for one, it probably should have been longer for how big scale of a story it was. And, they speed through that shit. There's, no time to, really feel anything. Even though horrifying shit is happening. It's like, what the fuck am I supposed to think right now?
Yeah, and then they, say something about a hero, and they're like, oh, yeah, he got fucking slaughtered. It's like, oh, how did he die? Oh, he was ripped limb from limb. Like, holy shit, Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
Everyone's dunking on Constantine too for the opening scene. I'm like, bro, chill. he lost shit too. Come on, Constantine's the best part of the movie.
I was just about to say Constantine's the best part of that movie.
He's the best part of any movie. Speaking of Apocalypse War, though, this universe is basically an outcome of that. So in the comics, how after Flashpoint, there was the New 52.
Yes.
Yeah, so the New 52 was, the last universe, which you saw all those, right? Death of Superman and Justice League War and all that shit.
I've seen every single one of them. I think they were all varied in quality.
Yeah, agreed. Most of them are just pretty okay.
But we agree Wonder Woman Bloodlines is the best one.
Absolutely not. And, I like how I ask you if you've seen all of those, but we literally did an episode of that. You remember? We ranked all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the one I didn't see was Wonder Woman Bloodlines, and you told me don't even worry about it.
Yeah, don't ever watch that movie. But, Apocalypse War, Flash, going back and doing the second Flashpoint essentially spawned the Tomorrowverse pretty much, how Flashpoint spawned the New 52 universe. So it's that was the New 52 and the Tomorrowverse is the rebirth essentially, which is I think that's still the current era in the comics. I'm not fucking sure. I'm not up to date with comics.
So doesn't the New 52 Flash show up in Justice Society?
No. I think that is, well, okay. So I don't know if that is if it's the same Flash or not. I think it probably is. So, like, the one in the Tomorrowverse right now is probably the one from the New 52, but also, like, in Flashpoint Paradox, there's an explanation of, like, Barry, if he's in another, like, if he's living in another universe or something, like, he forgets the memories of the past universe and just, like, you know, gains memories of the universe he's currently in, even though he hasn't actually lived any of that.
Okay.
So I think it probably is the same Flash, but I think that's the only explanation to as, like, why Barry doesn't fucking remember any shit, because, like, the Flash in any of these movies has never been like, yo, yeah, I remember Darkseid and shit. I remember the...
Yo, remember when you guys
world.
got tore limb from limb?
Yeah. Like, yeah, he doesn't seem phased, so I'm like, this... If it's a different Flash, it wouldn't make much sense.
Okay, that does. That helps explain almost nothing, but that's not really your fault. That's just the confusingness of all these fucking universes.
Yeah. But Man of Tomorrow, so this is a kind of... I don't really know. It's a movie about loneliness. Is kind of a varying, reoccurring thing throughout. Like, Superman is like, he thinks he's the last Kryptonian. Martian Manhunter is in this movie. He believes he's the last of his race as well, the last Martian. And Lobo is like the last of whatever the fuck he is. And at the end, there's like this scene, and Lobo's just like, yo, there's more Martians out there. I've seen them. And he's like, there's like this whole moment of them being like, yeah, we might be the last of our kind, but that doesn't mean we're alone. And Lobo's like, yeah, all three of us, the last of our kind. Of course, I killed all of mine. And he just starts laughing. And then he's like, no, I'm just kidding.
So is Lobo like, is he like an anti-hero or something in this?
I mean, yeah, he's like always an anti-hero pretty much, because he's a bounty hunter. He's like Deathstroke essentially, but he's like a space guy.
Well, I just remember in Young Justice, they just straight up pegged him as a pure villain. And so that's why
I think just
like,
because he was working for the bad guys, like the Light hired him, so.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
It's like how they picked Deathstroke as a villain, even though, like a lot of times Deathstroke is, like, on the sides of the villains, just, like, he's a contract killer, so whoever the fuck pays him, he's gonna be on their side for the moment until he gets his fucking money, and then he's, you know, independent.
Yeah, except for in Teen Titans. He was just a douchebag in the Teen Titans.
That's true, and, like, and also the last fucking universe that we were just talking about, DC, I don't want to say the full name, animated movie universe.
The DCAU.
DCAEMU, yeah, that. But yeah, he had like this grudge against Damian, and like, he just hated Damian. Like, he did not give a fuck about much else other than Damian. I'm like, dude, chill the fuck out. You know this kid's like 13, right?
He's like, I don't care, I'm gonna fucking kill him.
But Parasite is the main villain of this movie. And I don't know how much you know about Parasite, but they make him pretty, like, sympathetic and emotional. Like, he is just an ordinary guy. He's like a janitor at, I don't remember if it's like a LexCorp place or what, but at some fucking place.
It's a Star Labs janitor, you piece of shit.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's actually right. Yes. His name was Rudy Jones.
Okay, I should say, before all this shit transpired with Parasite, Lois exposed Lex Luthor for all the shady stuff he's been doing and all the strings he's been pulling. So he gets sent to prison. So he's in prison for most of this movie.
So they just straight up, they don't try to make Lex like a, you know how he always tries to like make himself like a, you know, like a beloved public person in the public eye. They just straight up, they're like, this guy's the bad guy, and then send him to jail. That's what they do.
Yeah, I mean, he was that, but you don't see any of that. I'm assuming just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just because we've seen it plenty already. So, like, yeah, it just pretty much the first you see is Lois exposing him to the public, because the public didn't know any of this. They just saw him as a businessman.
the best Lex Luthor?
Yeah, just businessman Lex.
No. Who plays the best Lex Luthor?
Oh, animated included.
All of it included.
Clancy Brown.
No, it's Michael Rosenbaum. You piece.
I
of shit.
haven't watched Smallville. Okay.
He's so good. You like Michael Rosenbaum?
I do like Michael Rosenbaum, but I haven't seen Smallville, so I can't really say he's the best Lex Luthor.
There's only 11 seasons.
There's 10. You don't even know this about a show you've seen.
Yeah, I thought there was 11. I thought there was a 10, and then they did like a final season, and I thought that was 11, but I guess I did 9, and they did a final season, which ended up being 10.
I don't know. But so Rudy is the janitor that becomes the parasite, and he's essentially like, I'm trying to think of something to compare it to. He absorbs energy, but like unlike in Superman the animated series, like he just absorbed energy and he didn't like change in size or anything. In this, when he absorbs energy, he gets bigger and bigger, so he just continues to grow in size. I know there's something that's similar to, but I cannot think of what it is.
Kirby.
What is that? You mentioned this last week and I didn't know.
I said Kirby last week.
I think so. Or I don't know.
Shit.
Someone mentioned Kirby to me.
Oh, I might have.
It might not.
Kirby's that little pink thing that in Nintendo.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I don't think it was you.
absorbs.
I don't think it was you because I saw that thing and I was like, "What is that?" And someone said Kirby. I'm like, "What is that?" And they were like, "I think they were talking about games or something." And they were like, "It's its own thing." And I was like, "Oh, I thought it was a Pokemon."
You're a piece of shit. No, you're probably thinking of Ditto. Ditto the Pokemon.
I don't know, dude.
It kind of looks like Kirby.
I guess. I don't know.
You're just rude. That's what I've summed up right now. You really don't know Kirby?
No.
How do you not know Kirby?
I don't know. I just don't. But yeah, Rudy is basically the size of freaking Godzilla by the end of this, and they're like shooting missiles and stuff at him, can't take him down. But Superman gives this whole spiel in the speech that is pretty freaking great, and he's like, "Yo, Metropolis, you know you're a bunch of hypocrites, right? Like, you're cheering for me because I look like you, and you're shunning this guy because he doesn't look like you, even though he is one of you. I am the alien. What's up? I'm Superman." And then, saves the world. And also, he, did agree with Lex Luthor to, they came to an agreement, he'll get out of prison or whatever oh, that's Kirby.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I've been working on. You've been explaining that.
Okay.
Anyways, back to Lex Luthor.
Yeah, but as he does, he pulls some strings and, Superman actually agrees and Lex gets out of prison and helps defeat Parasite, or helps stop Parasite at least. And that's basically the movie. And the Clark and Lois stuff is fine. There's not I don't love Lois in this movie. She's just kind of, I don't know. She's just kind of doing what Lois always does. I feel like she does a little more to get whatever story she thinks she needs than Lois probably should do. Morally, she feels a little corrupt sometimes.
So you're basically saying Lois Lane's a piece of shit.
In this movie, yeah, she kind of is until the end. Because Clark kind of puts her in her place because Lois gives her some advice or something go to the smartest person you know, and there's a newspaper with Lex Luthor on it, and that's what gave him the idea to go to Lex for help to stop Parasite. Because he got pissed at Lois. It was the smartest person I know. Yeah. Didn't say anything, just walked out, and she's like, "Clark, what the fuck? Where are you going?" "To the smartest person I know." I'm like, "Yeah, put her in her place, Clark." I don't know. Clark was you rooted for him in this movie. That I can say that about this movie. Not every movie gives you a Superman that you can really, like, side with, you know?
I thought in, like, Justice League War, Superman was kind of like a douchebag.
Dude, he was! Everyone was kind of a douchebag in that movie, though.
Batman was, like, the biggest douchebag in it, but it fit him.
Dude,
and then
like,
Hal
everyone
Jordan,
except for... Yeah, Hal was a douchebag.
Barry was the only one that really wasn't.
No, he wasn't. Cyborg wasn't... Like, he was kind of... He could be a douchebag, but he wasn't... Mostly, he wasn't really a douchebag. I mean, kind of towards his father, but his father also fucking deserved it, so justified. Okay, so what do you think of this movie based off of that? Would you want to check it out?
Oh, hell no. This movie sounds boring as fuck.
Oh, wow. You don't like Lobo? I see you're a Lobo hater.
Just out of... Do you know the guy who voiced Lobo was also... He played Opie Winston in the FX drama Sons of Anarchy.
No, I did not know that. Did you know that Ron Perlman is in Sons of Anarchy, right?
Yeah, I know Ron Perlman's in Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, did you know Ron Perlman has voiced, like, several DC characters, including Slade / Deathstroke in Teen Titans and Clayface in Batman the Animated Series, and Killer Croc in The Batman. Stunned silence. I take it that you didn't know that.
No, I think I knew he voiced Deathstroke, and that was it. I didn't know he did the other stuff.
Dude, I am not sure, but I swear, I will have to look this up to double check, but I think he voices Darkseid in Justice League Heroes, which is a video game that I played on PS2, and he was like, I don't know if it's someone else, I don't know why I'm misremembering, but I swear it's Ron Perlman. Or he might voice Batman in the game, actually. I feel like he's someone in that game, though. And he's like the only notable voice in the whole game.
Okay, here we go. Are you ready?
Okay, yeah.
Ron Perlman is the voice of... What's your final guess? Darkseid or Batman or Bruce Wayne or whatever.
In Justice League Heroes.
Yes. What's your final guess?
Now that I feel like his name is closer to the top and Darkseid doesn't show up until like close to the end of that game, so I'm gonna say Batman.
Ron Perlman is the voice of Batman / Bruce Wayne in Justice League Heroes.
Yeah, hey, I remembered. I'm glad I remembered he was in the game. Ron Perlman, see how much you have impacted my life through those 4 DC characters that you played.
Did you know Alexandria Daddario voices Lois Lane in this movie?
Wait, who?
Alexandria Daddario?
No, I don't know who that is.
You don't? You never seen Baywatch?
No.
Oh man.
Okay.
Well, she's in. She's kind of like a big actor, I guess. Anyways, what would you rate this movie since you've actually seen it? Let's keep our random scale of 1 to 5 now. What would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 5? This movie opens this universe, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's the first movie.
Okay, so didn't Flashpoint Paradox open the other universe? Technically?
Yeah, technically.
Okay, so would you say this movie is better or worse than Flashpoint Paradox?
It's worse. But it's
really,
it's still good though. It's a pretty good movie. I will say it's one of the better ones we're gonna be talking about, and in my humble opinion. But I would give it a 3.5. Can we? Yeah, 3.5 out of 5. I think it's pretty good.
Well, I'm going solely.
Why'd you say the Pokemon and then send me a picture of a woman?
That's Alexandria Daddario, you fucking douchebag. And the Ditto, I sent a picture of Ditto as well. That's the Pokemon you were...
I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably the... You thought Kirby was a Pokemon. Well, there's the Pokemon you probably got him confused with.
I don't know. Those things don't look... I mean, I guess the face. I don't know. Okay, what else is this chick in? I think I've seen her in something. My apologies. This woman.
She's in, like, San Andreas and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Yeah.
She's in some movie with The Rock.
I've seen that. That's probably why. But, should we move on to Justice Society World War II?
Wait, I didn't get to rate the movie.
Oh, okay, yeah. What would you rate this movie that you have not seen?
So since I haven't seen it, I'm going solely off of what you explained to me. You gave it a 3.5. I'm going to give it a 3.
Okay, fair. I see.
I'm not giving any reasoning for my explanation or for my rating either. So you heard it here first. This movie is now a 3 out of 5. And if you fuck with anybody about it, it's going to be a 3 out of 15. So, yeah, just keep it up. All
Okay.
you Superman, Man of Tomorrow lovers, better watch out. I will drop my rating.
Okay, so with Justice Society World War II, I think instead of just doing these movies in the order that, like, they came out, and timeline-wise, this has a moment at least that connects to Legion of Superheroes, which you've seen, right? You've seen that one.
Yes, that's the only one I have actually seen.
When did you watch that? That literally came out like 5 months ago.
Yeah, do you remember it sitting like half watched in my queue on my Max?
Maybe.
Do you remember that at all?
Maybe, but I mean, I watched it there too, so I didn't know if it was me. I thought maybe it was just me.
Oh no, you watched it, and then I started it, and then got halfway through it for about 2 weeks, and then stopped watching it, and then started watching it, and then finished it.
Oh, okay. Okay, anyway. There is this moment in Justice Society World War II that Superman is battling Brainiac, and, like, Flash comes in, saves Superman. Brainiac has, like, kryptonite bullet. Flash catches it, throws it back at Brainiac. It goes through his freaking head. Brainiac is apparently dead. So, yeah, you saw how he was in Legion of Superheroes. That is because of what happened in Justice Society, and I think maybe they briefly touched on that. I'm not sure if they even explained it in the movie. I don't remember.
I do remember he said that he had one of the other Brainiacs, like I can't remember what number it was, remove the kryptonite bullet from his head, and then he merged himself with all the other Brainiacs.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all.
Yeah, that was just so weird.
I thought it was stupid that it was even the real Brainiac. I'm like, you could have so easily been like, that was a Brainiac clone. Like, they always did that shit in Superman the Animated Series.
It's always a Brainiac clone.
Yeah. I mean, that's even though it's such a, like, reoccurring trope, and it's been used a lot, I don't care. It's better than wasting a villain as good as Brainiac. And I don't know, I hated him in Legion of Superheroes. I thought he was freaking terrible. I don't like Legion of Superheroes. I think it's my least favorite of any of these.
Well, what did you think of Justice Society?
It's,
you gotta explain it to me again, remember.
Justice Society has grown on me a little. I still don't love it, but the Flash goes back, or runs so fast that he goes back, and a weird thing that I'm still not sure the answer to is, as he's running back, he's like, Dr. Fate is like calling towards him when there's like this vision of Dr. Fate. And Dr. Fate, as far as I remember, has not been in any of these movies yet. So, I don't know how he's going to factor in later down the line. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if he'll be in Justice League Warworld or not, which comes out next week. 9 days as of recording this, July 25th. But that was always odd. He lands in World War II era, but later finds out that that he's not in the past. He's actually in a different universe. So it's never said if he's also like in the past, like if this universe is like that era, like it's in the 40s or something. Or if it's just like World War II is just now happening there. Not that I remember, at least. And Wonder Woman, Steve Trevor are there, Black Canary, Hawkman, and am I forgetting anyone?
Hourman.
Oh, Jay Garrick is there. Hourman, yes. Oh, I'm so silly. I said as far as I know, Dr. Fate hasn't been in any of these movies. He's in this one. He's in this one, but he's just in a scene and he's like been drained of like all his power. Essentially, he's basically done for. Whoever got to him, the Nazis, I guess. Done for. But Hawkman and him had a close relationship, I guess. Hawkman dies in this movie. Yeah, he does.
Why?
Yeah, that's a good question.
What the fuck? Why would they kill Hawkman? Is like one of the most. He's such a cool character, but I feel like he just gets fucked in everything that he's in.
Him and Dr. Fate are the best part of Black Adam. They're like the only part I even like.
I was literally just about to say he almost gets done dirty in Black Adam, but I guess he really doesn't at the end of the day. He doesn't die in Black Adam, does he?
No, none of them do.
Yeah. Well, Dr. Fate
Yeah,
does.
Dr. Fate does, but yeah. I mean, Pierce Brosnan.
Wait, doesn't Hawkman put on the Dr. Fate helmet?
I don't remember.
I don't either. I watched Black Adam once and I was like, man, this is so much fun. And then like I thought about it after I watched it and I was like, oh man, that wasn't very good. I really wasted my time watching that shit.
That universe is almost completely done. Speaking of universes.
Ooh, that's not good. Remember how The Rock, didn't The Rock like basically put the final nail in the coffin for that universe?
I don't know. I don't think it was just him, and I don't know if he was. I don't know what the final nail was.
I thought he pissed the studio off because the studio was like, "Nah, we're done with Henry Cavill." And then didn't The Rock bring Henry Cavill back for that movie or some shit like that?
Yeah, I think it's because of him that the cameo happened, but I don't know.
Anyways, I remember seeing all kinds of reports that the studio was pissed off at The Rock and The Rock was pissed off at the studio, and then Zack Snyder was like caught in the middle of everything, and then now James Gunn is gonna fucking take over.
Yeah, got that right.
What if you were James Gunn? How would you handle the Batman?
What? What do you mean?
How would you handle the Batman being in? Would you just not acknowledge the Batman in your DC universe?
Oh no, it's not in that universe, so no.
Well, I'm saying though, James Gunn is going to make a new universe, right?
Yeah.
Would you include the Batman, or would you just leave it as its own entity?
No, I would leave it as its own, like he's doing.
Could James Gunn even? Ooh, do you think James Gunn could make a DC universe without Batman?
Wait, do you know that a Batman movie is already announced for his universe?
Are you serious?
Yeah,
I don't keep up with anything about the DC. Yeah. Who's going to be Batman?
I don't think he's been cast yet, but they, especially with the okay, if you don't keep up with anything, you might not know about the writer's block, right? Or yeah.
Yeah, I've seen
strike,
that,
not block. Writer's strike.
Euphoria has been postponed to 2026 or some shit like that, and people are basically just saying cancel the show.
Yeah, so that's happening. So I don't know. I forgot what.
Are we just never gonna? We're gonna never get another movie ever again.
I mean, we're still getting them as of now.
They should hire us to write a movie.
But there's a writer's strike. They can't hire anyone.
Well, we're not part of their fucking union.
How are we supposed to get a job without being part of a guild or anything? What Hollywood studio is going to hire you?
Who the fuck cares? They need a writer. I'll fucking write them something. Batman shows up wielding a lightsaber. It's we don't own the rights to lightsabers. Go fucking buy them! Call up Disney and be like, yo, can I borrow this for a second? I don't think Batman would use a lightsaber. I don't care! My Batman uses a lightsaber!
Okay, Justice Society World War II. Anyway, there is a version of Superman in this movie that, like, shows up and he basically just flies through some planes and he's like, yeah, what's up, bitches? I'm Superman. Wonder Woman is cool in this movie. The Wonder Woman Steve Trevor dynamic thing is fine. There's, like, this whole thing of Steve Trevor proposing to Wonder Woman, like, all the time, apparently. And she never says yes officially, but she's not, like, get the fuck out of my face with it. So, I don't know. But, yeah, he ends up dying too, Steve Trevor. So, Hawkman and Steve Trevor both bite the dust in this thing. And both their deaths are pretty, like, you see it coming. I don't know. I feel like the movie's kind of predictable and, like, there's not a whole lot of twist or anything. Barry goes back by the end, him and Superman. Or, like, yo! Or, Superman's like, yo, how'd you do that, dude? And they're like, yeah, we should form some kind of league sometime. I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember the exact line, but you know.
They formed the Avengers. That's what they formed.
Not officially, but yeah, the setup for it.
Oh, wow. Why can't they be the Revengers or the Before-Vengers? Why do they have to be the Avengers?
That's the wrong universe.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry.
Don't disrespect
Wait a second.
Batman like that.
The guy who voices Superman in this movie, doesn't he voice Superman in the Superman movie? I'm pretty sure he does.
It's almost like they're in the same universe or something.
So wait a second. That first Superman movie takes place in like World War II era?
No, no. The Flash was in an entirely different universe. Like I told you, after he saves Superman in the beginning from Brainiac, he's like going so fast. Or no, he doesn't. So Brainiac dies at the end of that movie. So once he comes back from the other universe is when he catches the bullet and throws it back. He was going so fast that like he went through not time, but he went into another universe while saving Superman from the bullet because he was running faster than a speeding bullet. And then, yeah, so the whole middle section of the movie, most of the movie, aside from like the first 10 minutes and the last 5, are in an entirely different universe.
Why do they make this shit so confusing?
I don't know. Oh yeah, also Aquaman is like kind of the villain of this movie. He's not the main villain because he's being mind controlled, so I don't even remember who the fuck the main villain was. Whoever was mind controlling him was technically the main villain, I guess. Or the Nazis were the main villain, however you look at it, you know?
I think normally they're always the bad guys.
Yeah, exactly. Multiple villains. But there was a freaking awesome Wonder Woman versus Aquaman fight in this, and Aquaman lost like he should to Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman, like, 10 out of 10 always wins that fight. Come on.
Interesting. So, what is your opinion of when they take a hero and make them, like, basically the villains of the movie?
It's, like, always mind control. Which, sure, but, like, it just happens so much. I'm tired of it.
Well, did you ever see Black Panther 2?
Yeah.
Like, Namor was the villain in that, and, like, I don't know, I just didn't like that.
Yeah, I wasn't crazy about it.
Like, he wasn't even mind controlled, I'm pretty sure. He was just kind of a douchebag.
I didn't care about the Namor stuff at all. Like, everything I liked about that movie was basically any of the, like, the other stuff. Like, mostly just the emotional beats it had and everything.
Yeah, that movie was so fucking long.
Like, what is, there's a great line in that movie by, what's the gorilla guy's name?
Gorilla Grodd?
No. I don't even know if it's called the Gorilla Kingdom, but...
He was the guy who originally challenged Chadwick Boseman for, like, the crown.
Yeah. He has
what was the quote? I'll figure out his name.
Okay, so the quote comes, like, because, you know, like, kind of the beginning phases of the movie is, like, kind of, like, Shuri is, like, still a child or whatever, and too young to be the Black Panther, blah, 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 blah. But M'Baku has this quote of, the world has taken away too much for you to still be considered a child. And that just fucking hits. Because, like, she's lost a lot at that point, because it's after her mom has died.
Her dad died. Her brother's dead.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, it's like, oh no, it's kind of, maybe it's just because I'm a Batman fan too, and like, you can kind of connect that with Batman, and also, there's this Batman line, do you remember the episode of Justice League Unlimited where they get turned into kids?
I remember the episode, but I don't know what you're talking about, what was said.
Yeah, okay. I'm just wondering if you remember the episode at least. Okay, so after they get changed back, Wonder Woman is like, well, it was at least fun to be a kid again. And Batman was like, I haven't been a kid since I was 8 years old.
God damn, that gave me chills.
Yeah. It's dark as fuck.
It's so sad.
Yeah, that day made him entirely who he is. And like, I mean, I don't know. Who he is just kind of sad, but
he stands for something.
Yeah,
and that's
exactly.
Driving around shooting people with a gun. Because that's what Batman does.
But speaking of Batman, we'll be talking about him more shortly. But Justice Society World War II, I've told you, pretty much all the important stuff. So what do you think about the movie?
Out of 5, I think I actually might watch this one. Just because, like, the team-up movies are, I just think, more interesting sometimes. Like, the Superman movie, I don't know, it just kind of seems boring. I don't really think there's been a Superman movie that I've watched, like an animated movie that I've watched. Honestly, I don't think there's been a Superman movie, period, that I was just like, oh man, this is so awesome. Like, I like small.
Did you not?
What?
Did you not like Death of Superman?
No, that's what I was about to say. There was going to be a few there's like one exception, and that was probably Death of Superman. But that had didn't that have like Batman and stuff in it too?
It had the entire Justice League, pretty much.
So it's a kind of a team up movie, you know?
Dude, when Wonder Woman fights Doomsday in that movie, oh my god, it's freaking awesome, because like she's throwing everything at him and like he's just taking all of it, and she knocks her down. She uses the lasso and like it doesn't work on him, and she's like, you may compel the lasso, monster, but you will fall. I'm like, oh my god, Wonder Woman, you're so fucking badass.
Yeah. But so I've seen a lot of people here recently hating on Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman. Why does everybody hate on her? I thought she was a pretty good Wonder Woman.
Why does anyone hate on? I don't understand why half of these actors are hated on, dude.
Well, it's like I get why. Like, I don't know. There's I can't think of anybody right now, but of course later I might. But there's certain actors that get cast as superheroes, and it's just like, I don't like this at all, because it's just they don't work, you know. Has the MCU cast a Reed Richards yet for the Fantastic Four?
No idea.
Because I know, like, in Multiverse of Madness, like, John Krasinski was like the best choice for Reed Richards, and then Emily Blunt could have been Sue Storm.
Yeah, that would be good.
You know, because they have, like, believe it or not, they have pretty good chemistry together.
Oh, who would have?
But also, like, Emily Blunt's like naturally blonde and stuff, you know, and I'm sure if John Krasinski could talk her into it, they don't have to have like major fucking roles or anything. Well, I guess anybody who ends up being Reed Richards might be the new face of the MCU. Dang. They are kind of old, I guess.
I don't know. The Fantastic Four are never interested me.
Yeah, but I feel like the new, like, if I don't know. The MCU is falling off, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't remember the last MCU movie I saw in theaters. Oh, I guess after the Spider-Man No Way Home, that was kind of the last, that was the last MCU movie I saw in theaters.
I saw Guardians 3. Before that, the last one I saw in theaters was Thor 4.
I still have.
And I hated Thor. Thor 4, so that's kind of what killed it for me.
I like Thor 4.
I don't. Are we gonna have to do a Thor 4
No,
fucking
because apparently I'm
episode?
the only person in the fucking world that actually kind of liked it. I'm not saying it was good.
You are not the only one. I have other friends that have told me they
Yo,
like
it's
this
so
movie.
cute at the end where him and the little girl.
Dude, I don't care about the end. The movie is annoying and the humor is so obnoxious at times. I fucking hate it. It was so eye-rolling. Like, calm down. Like, don't reuse the same joke 8 fucking times.
Oh, has Guardians 3 dropped on Disney Plus? Do you know?
I have no idea, but if it has, I might rewatch that soon. It's good.
I haven't
like
seen
Guardians 3 was.
yet.
I think Guardians 3 was the best Marvel movie since No Way Home for sure. Like, without question.
Well, anyways, so Justice Society World War II. I might actually watch this one. I give this, just off your explanation, I give this a 3.5 out of 5. What do you give?
Wow, I give it a 2.5 out of 5.
Wow. So we are. This is going to be rough. Now let's get to the Batman: The Long Halloween.
Yeah, so based on a iconic Batman comic, of course, The Long Halloween. Now you say you like team up movies, so this is essentially a team up movie because it's a story of Batman's working a case with Gordon and Dent. It's like The Dark Knight borrowed a lot from The Long Halloween. So, you know the formula of that movie, like how there's the trio at first, they're all working together. And in that movie, they Gordon's out of the picture for a minute. In this movie, Gordon's always there. But Dent does eventually become Two-Face, and I don't know, do you spend so much time with them working together and stuff, and Harvey does have these moments showing, like, his darker half, which I feel like the only other place I've really seen that, like, where it just, like, full-blown, like, shows him, like, struggling with the duality, and it's not just one side. I've only seen that in, like, Batman the Animated Series, where his evil side was, like, Big Arv, and it was always, like, his evil side would come out and, like, uncontrollable. He was taking therapy. He is in therapy and everything. Which I should probably do that. I should probably take Harvey Dent's advice.
And become a fucking villain or some shit?
No.
Oh, I thought you meant become like a murderous psychopath. I was like, I mean, if you want to. Isn't Solomon Grundy in this movie?
He is. Batman brings him a turkey on Thanksgiving.
Ooh, Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday, christened on a Tuesday, married on a Wednesday, took ill on Thursday, grew worse on Friday, died on Saturday, buried on Sunday. That was the end of Solomon Grundy.
I don't know how you remember all that.
You hear it enough.
Takes talent.
I wrote it, so.
But now Two-Face does spend a lot of time. Once Harvey does become Two-Face, he becomes Two-Face. I'm going to be all over the place breaking this down for you, but you'll be able to put it together. I know how your mind works. You got this.
Okay.
Yeah, but once he becomes Two-Face, after Maroni throws the acid in his face, which is comic accurate, unlike The Dark Knight, another twist The Dark Knight pulled. Rachel! God, I love those movies. Hey, I uploaded an episode recently over the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah, it's more professional than whatever the hell we're doing.
Hey, what we're doing is great. Don't you ever question.
Yeah, you heard it here first. What we do is great. Anyways.
It's great.
Yes, it's great.
Yeah, but he spends a lot of time down there, especially while he still has the bandages on. He literally just breaks out of the hospital, goes down in the sewers, finds Solomon Grundy, has this whole kind of conversation with him, and he's talking awfully, like, I don't know, like, deep for Grundy. He's like, look, tell me, what happened? Do you remember your previous life? Is that why you're like this? What, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Two-Face, why are you giving this whole emotional spill to a fucking zombie that only knows one phrase?
Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday.
Yeah. Oh, I love that Justice League episode where Dr. Fate, he reveals some of his past to him and everything. It's like, look, Grundy, you were a mobster by the name of Cyrus Gold.
And then Solomon Grundy was like, "Nuh-uh."
Yeah, dude, that's so heartbreaking too. Like, because a hot girl ends up killing him by the end of that, and he's just like, Grundy wants his soul.
God. What was it? Good God.
Do you not remember that? Dude,
That show's dark.
looking back on, I know. Looking back on that, it's like, how is that a Y7 show? Like, it didn't even get the PG rating. It got below that. But Batman and Catwoman are on sides pretty much the whole movie too. They're in a relationship. Selina does know that Bruce is Batman, and vice versa. Yeah, they both know that one another. And you've seen part 1, correct?
Yes. I didn't watch part 2 because you told me not to because you said it's terrible.
I did not.
Those
tell
were
you
your
that.
exact words.
No, I told you that about Wonder Woman Bloodlines, not the Long Halloween, either part.
I agree to disagree.
Okay, whatever. Part 1 is better, but hey, who's the MVP of part 1 for you from memory?
Catwoman.
Okay, I would have to say the Joker.
Oh.
The Joker is great in part 1. Okay, so the main overarching theme of this story is Batman, Gordon, Dent trying to take down Falcone and his empire. And so Catwoman gets into the picture. They're all on the rooftop, and Batman glances over, sees Catwoman, starts chasing her. She gets brought into it. There's this warehouse full of money, and this is kind of the first like foreshadowing of Two-Face, where Dent's like, if we were, I don't remember the word he uses, but if we were, different men, basically, we would just take this money and not burn it to the ground. And then Batman's like, leave it up to chance, flip up a coin, and he flips the coin. He's like, heads we burn it, tails we don't. It lands on heads, double-sided coin, 2 heads are better than 1.
Ooh.
And yeah, that's kind of just the, signification of Two-Face.
Yeah, that's why Catwoman's the MVP, because she takes him to the money. So, take that.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. No, that's kind of the only thing that I
Okay,
like.
so
When you say the Long Halloween, I just remember them chasing. I just remember the rooftop chase. I was just like, fuck it, Catwoman.
hey, a lot of people die in this movie, so every holiday someone dies. And basically, Joker's inclusion in this movie is just entirely because he's pissed off at Holiday for taking his spotlight, essentially. He's like, this motherfucker thinks he can be the #1 psychopath and killer in Gotham? Nuh-uh.
Oh, says I.
And so Batman thinks he has cracked this case by the end of part 1. And he thinks it's Alberto Falcone, but Holiday shows up and kills Alberto. What?
Crazy turn of events.
So that's
there.
that's part 1. That's part 1 for you.
What happens in part 2? Because that's the one I didn't see.
So part 2, it opens up with, I don't know if you ever saw the end credit scene of part 1, because I didn't. I didn't know there was one.
I did not know there was one either.
But Poison Ivy, it's Poison Ivy showing up to seduce Bruce Wayne. So part 2 opens up with Bruce Wayne hypnotized, and it kind of speeds through like the first few holidays. Like you know how like part 1, like you kind of had like a lot of time with each holiday, like they committed 10 plus minutes to each holiday there was. Yeah, so like the first 3-4 holidays in this are like only 15, 20 minutes maybe. Then like they spend more time on some of the holidays, but the main one is the second Halloween. Since it's the Long Halloween, so it started on Halloween, it's got to end on Halloween. But even more of the Falcone family is going down in this one. His sister dies, his daughter dies by the end of this. And yeah, Catwoman, this was a thing in the Batman, but I think Bond from The Long Halloween that Falcone was, this might not be, dude, the Batman has messed me up here. I don't remember if Selena is Falcone's, I'm pretty sure she is Falcone's daughter in this. That's why she's, like, doing all of it, because she doesn't.
I thought she was his daughter in the Batman.
That's what I said, that was, like, it's taken from a comic.
Oh, okay.
I don't think, I'm gonna have to look this up. But based off of that, so far, what do you think of this movie?
So, I do remember, I did really...
Oh, I should say on Father's Day, Maroni's father dies. I think it's Maroni's father. Or, no, someone's father dies.
Hey, did you know that Jack Quaid voiced Alberto Falcone in this movie?
I did not.
Jack Quaid, better known as that guy who's the little annoying guy in The Boys. He plays Huey.
You don't like
No,
Huey?
he's fine. He's just annoying in like the first season. Yeah, and then
sometimes.
he's like, oh my god, guys, we can't kill anybody. And then in like the second season, he's like, we're gonna fucking kill everyone. Did you see The Boys and Call of Duty have had a team up thing?
Okay, yes, it looks like this is on Batman, the Batman fandom wiki, Catwoman from the Long Halloween film, the illegitimate daughter of Carmine Falcone. So yeah, she is his daughter in this movie. That's what I thought. What did you say though? Sorry.
Oh,
What
I
was the
said,
question?
did you see that The Boys and Call of Duty had a team up? Yeah,
I
you
did
can
not.
you can drop into Warzone 2 now, and you can like find Project V or something like that, and you can get like little superpowers. I don't know. I don't like the new COD, so.
Whoa. Yeah. I haven't liked like many of the COD since, or like any of them since Black Ops 2.
Yeah, now Microsoft owns Activision, so that means hopefully good Call of Duties to come. Anyways, that's...
Yeah, but there are... I like how Calendar Man is used in this. He's just always kind of there, like, you know, toying with Batman a little bit. Because they... In part one, they're having the struggle of, like, is Harvey a suspect? Is he not? They really don't want to think he is, but he's kind of one of the most likely choices, if not the most likely choice for all of this. And basically the whole Falcone and Bruce relationship is super similar to the Batman, but Bruce in this story is closer to a Christian Bale Batman than Robert Pattinson was. So he's kind of in the middle of those two.
Well, I mean...
He's definitely more the playboy, like, you know, most of the animated Batman kind of are. But, like, yeah, there's the whole thing with, like, his father, Sade Falcone. They pulled that from the Long Halloween and the Batman. So, most of the Selena Batman stuff is pretty similar, other than in this, they know each other's identity. And also, that's how you know Alberto was gonna die at the end of part one, because Selena was just the dumbass, was like, Bruce! As he's dressed as Batman, like, whoa, what the fuck are you... What are you doing?
She just outed the man like that. How
Yeah.
dare she?
What the hell?
Well, before...
Yeah, but, yeah. Falcone also dies by the end. Harvey kills him. Two-Face flips a coin. It's bad head, so you know what that means. You gotta go. And Scarecrow is also in this movie. I really, you know, Batman has a lot of fear sequences as he does. Sees his family, like, being murdered or whatever.
So...
I think those sequences are pretty cool.
Do you think they'll ever, like, do, like, a proper... Which, I guess Batman Begins was kind of a Scarecrow movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I would like to see him as the main villain sometime.
Do you think like a Robert Pattinson universe Scarecrow would work?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
So you want just, like... The Riddler was the only villain in the Batman, wasn't he?
No,
Penguin. Fuck, yeah, I forgot about Penguin. I forgot about that.
The one that's having a whole show this year, dog.
I forgot about it.
I think it's still this year. When does that
I don't know, a lot of shit's getting delayed because of that writer's thing.
Yeah. It's already written, though, isn't it?
I thought most of Euphoria was already wrote, but they delayed it because I think they had to do a few rewrites. So if there's any rewrites to be done, shit's gonna get delayed.
Well, I mean, it's coming out this year, so I'm pretty sure it's probably mostly shot too.
Ooh.
So
Well, then it may come out. I don't know. I don't know, man.
I'm not sure though, because
know.
I don't think it has. It just says 2024. It doesn't have like an official date yet, and there's only 5 months left, so I don't fucking know.
So, what happens at the very end of this movie? Tell me.
So, Holiday is revealed to be Gilda, the wife of Harvey Dent. Harvey takes the fall, though, and Batman just lets Gilda walk, and it's like up until that point, Batman felt very much like Batman, like the character was portrayed super well, and even though he's not quite the world's greatest detective yet, it's fine, he's early on in his career as Batman, and like the entire like movie, both parts are about him figuring out that he has to be a good detective for this stuff. He never really planned for that. He was just like, I'm gonna learn how to fight and use all my technology and, all that stuff, make gadgets, have this dope ass car, go kick some criminal ass. And then he's like, shit, I gotta actually figure some shit out. I gotta work cases. I gotta fucking solve all this shit and find whoever I need to find. So yeah, it's like the start of him becoming the world's greatest detective. I really love that.
Do you think they'll make more like animated Batman movies in this universe, or do you think they're going to keep like branching out and doing like all this other bullshit that they've been doing?
If it keeps going, I hope they make more animated Batman movies. I think Jensen Ackles is great. Like, I think Jensen Ackles is probably the best Batman since Bruce Greenwood.
What did Bruce Greenwood voice Batman in?
Under the Red Hood, and also Young Justice.
So what's coming out next? Warworld, is that the only one that's been announced?
That we know of, I think. I don't think they've announced the ones for next year.
Well, that sucks. Well,
yeah. Warworld is 9 days
yeah.
now. So, yeah.
That's why we're doing this. Because you're so
exactly.
smart, and you put all this together in your mind, and you connected all of these. So you think part one's the better part of the two? Is the ending what kind of like takes two down a notch for you? Because he just like lets Holiday walk.
Yeah, a little bit, and also like I just love how like focused it actually is on the like mystery and the detective aspect in part one. It's still there in part two. Like it's still it's a focal point, but it's not as prominent.
I see. So,
and yeah, him letting Gilda walk is like the only out of character moment in the entire movie, and it's like so out of character. Batman would never fucking do that. Like, she killed so many people. She would be going to fucking Blackgate.
He would kill her, is what you're saying.
No, this is not Michael Keaton.
He just wouldn't, like, throw a grenade at her and let her blow up?
Yeah, no, he wouldn't shove a bomb in her pants and then smile.
Dang. I really hope that's how this Batman would be. But I guess he's not. So what, you just want to rate these movies as a whole? Well, no, I guess you could. What would you give part 1 out of 5?
Part 1, I would probably give part 1 probably a 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5, wow. Since it's the only one that I've seen, I'll give it a 4 out of 5 as well. What would you give part 2?
Nice. I'd give part 2 a 3.5.
I'm going to give it a 0 out of 5. You know why? Because Batman doesn't shove any bombs down anybody's pants like how I wanted him to. I know. Yeah, they ruined it. You know, a 0 out of 5 on my grading scale, that's going to be rough. I don't think they'll ever financially recover.
Hey, someone falls out a window, though.
Oh, okay. 1 out of 5 now.
And yeah. Oh, hey, I should say, also, before we move on, the Mad Hatter is in this movie. Him and Scarecrow are kind of like partners for a lot of it. And all these villains are working under Falcone, by the way. I think I failed to mention that. But Poison Ivy, Scarecrow, Mad Hatter, all the villains in this movie are working for Falcone until they turn on him because Two-Face happens. But John DiMaggio voices the Mad Hatter in this movie, and I love John DiMaggio. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's always incredible to see him show up.
So is that the end? I thought I saw something where like the Flash is in this movie or some shit.
Oh, the end credit scene? Yeah, the Flash and Green Arrow show up at Wayne Manor, and that's basically it. Alfred just answers the door and is like, I think it's for you, sir. And then that's it.
Well, that's fucking stupid. What was the point of that?
Just further teasing the Justice League, even though they had already set that up in Justice Society World War II. So we already knew it was coming.
These guys are dumb.
Next up is Green Lantern, Beware My Power.
Ooh, this one sounds good.
Don't get your hopes up.
I was really hopeful.
So, John Stewart.
Ooh, John Stewart's work.
So, John Stewart finds a ring, Green Lantern ring, and he's like, what is this thing? And it's communicating with him, like, basically attaches, or I think he might put it on, but he's like, what the fuck? And then it starts flying, and he goes into space. It basically flies him to the Watchtower, because he's like, fly me to your owner or to where I can get help, one or the other. But took him to the Watchtower, and the Justice League are like, who the heck is this guy? They start attacking him, and John Stewart's like, heck no, starts fighting back with the ring, and they're like, oh, he's a Green Lantern. And they're like, okay, he must have that ring for a reason. And they're like, what if he just stole it? And then Vixen's, I think it's Vixen. Oh, whatever. It's Vixen, Martian Manhunter, and Green Arrow in the Watchtower. But one of them's like, what if he stole it? And then someone bring up the point of, you can't wield a ring unless it, like, chooses you worthy. So there's a reason he has it. They're like, who are you? And they're like, that's Hal Jordan's ring. Why do you have it? So him and Green Arrow end up going on an adventure. They run into Hawk Girl. Hawk Girl fights them for a minute until that's over. Then they team up. They run into Adam Strange. There's also an Adam Strange short in this universe that's like, it's connected. I went back and watched this, and if you don't know anything about Adam Strange, it'll probably make like this whole thing make more sense, because it kind of just gives you the brief backstory of him, like his wife died and all that. So once they're referencing all this stuff in this movie, it's not so freaking confusing, and you're like, what happened? But he can basically just transport through Zeta beams, which are just beams that they come at random, but they're just gravitated towards him for some reason because of like the energy within him. And it's basically those four teaming up. They eventually take on Sinestro and a bunch of his lackeys. And it's later revealed, get this, Sinestro isn't actually the main villain of the movie. Hal Jordan is, but it's not really Hal Jordan because he's infected by the Parallax virus. So, are you aware of like that comic storyline?
Isn't that the shit that like turns everybody into zombies or something like that?
I'm not sure, but there was like a storyline in like the 90s, I think it was after Death of Superman, and Parallax infected Hal Jordan and he was a villain for a while. It's like while Kyle Rayner was Green Lantern, though.
Oh, yeah. I'm reading a thing on it right now. Okay, yeah. It says it infected Hal Jordan, who was the primary Green Lantern in the 50s, with Kyle Rayner was the... Yeah. Okay. Cool. Hey, you know this thing looks like fucking King Ghidorah from the Netflix Godzilla show?
What
the Parallax thing.
Oh.
Anyways, you can keep talking about Green Lantern. I'll look up a picture of King Ghidorah.
Well, we're almost to the
shit.
end. So Sinestro's entire plan is to like steal this doomsday weapon, basically, that he can annihilate all the world with, or whatever, ultimate villain plans. He fails in doing so because he gets in a fight with John Stewart. John Stewart kills Sinestro by pulling the ring through him, because like Sinestro separates the ring from him. And you know how like once they send their arm out for the ring, like to will it towards them, the ring will float and come to you. It goes through Sinestro to John's finger, so he's got a bloody ring on now, and goes to take on Hal. Hal and John are fighting for a while, And then as Hal Jordan is about to kill Jon Stewart, Green Arrow shoots him with an arrow, kills Hal. And they were like best friends in this universe. There's a lot of talking of that. And it's like, I don't know how they expect you to feel any impact because we don't even know these versions of the character. And it's like, yeah, Green Arrow and Hal Jordan were best friends, even though you never saw it. And we're not even going to flash back to anything either. So this death has no emotional impact whatsoever. It's just here to piss off a bunch of Hal Jordan fans.
Yeah, fuck you, Hal Jordan.
And also, very disrespectful towards Sinestro. Like, he's not in very much of the movie, and he's played up as the main villain for like maybe 10 to 15 minutes of it. Then it's like, nope, Hal Jordan's the main villain, and then they just kill Sinestro. It's like, what? Stop killing your main fucking villains. It's like, this universe is just doing what the MCU does.
Yeah, and then you have to like bring them back in some stupid, contrived way, or you just leave them dead.
Oh, yeah, I see the simulator.
Yeah, if you don't know, there's a Netflix Godzilla series, and in like the second or the third one, King Ghidorah shows up, which is like Godzilla's like biggest villain. Anyways, Ghidorah actually plays kind of a hero in those Godzilla movies, because Godzilla is actually the bad guy, which most of the time he is the bad guy. But anyways, it's pointless. Anyways, if you look up the Parallax thing, the virus or whatever it is, it kind of looks like King Ghidorah from those movies.
Yeah. But based on that, what do you think of Green Lantern?
Man, if they killed fucking Sinestro, so now they can't, well, I guess they could bring him back, but like, I don't know. Just because they killed Sinestro, I give it a 1.
Yeah, I give it a, I think I give it a 2.
So this is your least favorite?
This or the next one we're going to talk about.
Well, let's go on to...
We've already talked a little bit about Legion of Superheroes with the Brainiac thing.
If you would like. I have seen this one enough to tell us how Supergirl got... Alright, so it starts...
I got you,
don't worry. It starts with you're on this beautiful, highly advanced version, or not version, but it's this highly advanced planet. Turns out to be Krypton. Well, there you meet Supergirl and her mom, Kara Zor-El, who she's known as on Krypton. And you're hanging out with her and her mom, and her mom is like a main scientist, and I can't remember what Kara's doing, but she's like, I think she's like training or something to be part of their military or some shit like that. Anyways, so Kara's mom takes her to these emergency like escape pods that she's been building, and she's been warning Jor-El that, you know, something's gonna fucking happen, that Jor-El has been predicting that something bad's gonna happen to Krypton. And anyways, she pushes Kara in the pod, and she ends up arriving to Earth later than Superman does. Well, where Superman got to like grow up and kind of grow up as a human, Kara doesn't do that. Kara doesn't grow up as a human. So she comes to Earth kind of as like a teenager. And she has a lot of problems readjusting to like Earth. Because like, you know, if she gets in a fight, who does she get in a fight with in the city? Who the fuck was that? She gets in a fight with, it's Solomon Grundy. That's right. She gets in a fight with Solomon Grundy, and they like destroy Metropolis. And some guy's like, you fucking blew up my apartment. She's like, just have your drones build you a better apartment. He's like, fuck you, bitch. We don't got drones. And she's like, oh shit. And Batman basically says, hey man, you need to get rid of her. This bitch is a burden to everybody. So
yeah, he's like, your cousin might be a problem.
And so he sends her into the 31st century, which is, we're in the 21st century. Or they're in the 21st century. And Clark takes her to the 31st century, and she joins the Legion Academy. It's the training school for the Legion of Superheroes, and what that does is they're basically the modern day Justice League. And while Superman and her are like over there, Batman like finds these masked dudes in Star Labs, but they like cyanide themselves before he could figure out what they were like going to steal or whatever. So Kara and Clark he's showing her around the academy, and
Yeah, okay, so that scene real quick, the Batman thing of him snooping around and then getting like gassed or whatever.
yeah.
I really thought that was like setting up Warworld somehow, but it ended up being like, because they were in the same costumes later on once the twist happens, which you'll get to with this breakdown of, Mon-El being the villain. So, I don't know, that scene kind of felt pointless after that. I'm like, I don't know what the point of showing that then was. Like, just to show Batman one more time?
Probably.
Like, Batman serves no importance to what's going on in the 31st century.
Nope.
At all.
Zero. Well, they don't even figure out what they were after in the 21st century. He like radios.
Yeah, no, it's just there. It's just there to like
Yeah,
fill
he
time.
like radios, and he's like, we got to figure out what the fuck these guys are after. And then it's just, you never go back to the 21st century. That's the last time you're there, I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong, but I don't think you go back to the 21st century at all. You're in the 31st century for the rest of this movie.
Did you see the end credit scene?
Maybe. Let me work through it. It might jog my memory.
Okay, because aside from that, no, I don't think we do go back to the 21st century with Batman.
So, Superman is showing Kara, or I'm just going to say Supergirl, forget it. Superman's showing Supergirl around the academy, and Mon-El shows up, and she like kind of she doesn't fall in love with him, but she's like, oh, she gets all like glossy eyed for him. She's like, oh, you're so pretty, blah, 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 blah. And then she runs across Brainiac 5, who she beats the fuck out of. And, they start this like weird little, I don't know. It's just like this rivalry where they're trying to do something better than the other person, and it's just annoying. Honestly, they're both acting like children, which I think that's what it's supposed to, get at, that they're acting like children.
Yeah, so she has this stigma around like Brainiac can only be
all
evil
Brainiacs turn out to be evil. And so there's this vault that has like all this bullshit from all the stuff that the Justice League has acquired, like weapons and stuff. And one night, Triplicate Girl or whatever, she spots Mon-El near the door and everything. Anyways, he kills, I guess he only kills two of her clones, I guess. Anyways, well, Brainiac 5 gets blamed for everything. They're like, oh, that motherfucker's trying to get in the vault, blah, 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 blah. And turns out the Dark Circle is the main villains. And what, didn't somebody, wasn't it Brainiac who said the Dark Circle exists through time? Like, no matter where, like, it doesn't matter what time period you're in, the Dark Circle exists or some shit like that. Anyways.
Yeah, he basically said the Dark Circle is like always.
I can't remember exactly what he said, but what he said was kind of cool. So I thought I liked that.
Okay, do you remember in Justice League: A New Frontier, like Batman's like fighting a cult to, I think, save a kid?
Yes.
Was that what that was? The Dark Circle, or was that something else?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember it that well. I just isn't that how you're introduced to Batman in The New Frontier?
Yeah, I think it's his first scene. I love that movie, dude.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Every like hero kind of gets like a segment. Like it's got some bomb ass lines. Like Batman's got some great lines in that.
That's
like when he confronts Martian Manhunter and he's like, "Make no mistake, I have a like whatever $50 million sliver of radioactive meteor to take down the one from Metropolis. All I need for you is but a penny for a book of matches." It's like, ooh, he fucking told him.
Yeah, so this is the Golden Age superhero one, isn't it? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
This is the one that I don't think I liked. Wasn't Starro the main villain in The New Frontier?
No. It's like it's the dinosaur island.
Oh, Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I figured you would like that
No.
one, Mr.
No, I
Jurassic
forgot.
Park.
I forgot. No, because I didn't like the art style and stuff.
I don't star. Oh, are you talking about the newer one? The Battle of the Super Sons?
Maybe that's what I'm talking about.
Where with Damien and Jonathan?
Yes, that is what I'm talking about. Man, I get these movies so fucking confused.
Yeah, I like that too. I like New Frontier more.
Anyways, yeah, I'm actually. Well, no, I might not, but I don't know. It depends on how late I stay up tonight. Anyways, so meanwhile, like you figure out the Dark Circle's like taken over, and it's like they've basically taken over the 31st century at this point because they got access to like the weapon vault. Well, they get access because of Brainiac, because they get him in, and Mon-El he like does a twist, and he's like, haha, I'm actually the bad guy. And then it's like Brainiac and Supergirl start making out, and it's like, what the fuck? That was a fucking weird twist turn of events there. They end up, I guess, having some sort of a relationship, but yeah, long story short, the original Brainiac that you were talking about in Justice Society shows back up, and he tells them that, hey, by the way, I've used all the other Brainiacs to make myself Brainiac again. So now I'm Brainiac. I'm the most Brainiac of all the Brainiacs, bitches. That was an actual line. Don't look it up. Just trust me. And, yeah, so there you go. That's basically it. They kill Brainiac, by the way. They just kill him. Like they do with every other villain in these movies. They just fucking kill them, obliterate them. So.
Yeah, so they just, like, fake killed him in Justice Society World War II. See, this was so stupid that it's making me forget English. Just to bring him back to kill him in Legion of Superheroes. Not only did they bring him back for a worse movie, they killed him again in probably a worse way.
Apparently, the guy who voiced Brainiac 5, Harry Shum Jr., also plays a character in Grey's Anatomy. So, no, it's not my favorite show. He's in the 2022 season, so I haven't seen that. I stopped watching during the virus season that they had.
Say that like I know what season.
It's the one, that kind of shut down the world that, like, you might get, like, yeah.
Oh,
they did a season over that.
I didn't know you were specifically talking about that virus.
I don't remember what season it was, like 16, 17 maybe. So, yeah. Anyways, so we might do an episode over the entire series of Grey's Anatomy.
Hey, maybe on House.
I'm in like season 6.
What?
Season 6 of House?
Are you watching that right now?
No joke.
Really?
Yeah. I'm in like season 6. Yeah.
That's funny. I remember liking House. I saw it a little bit growing up.
It's not a bad show. I mean, it gets kind of like repetitive, but for the most part, it's a pretty good show.
Dude, I'm almost on the final season of Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm gonna be kind of sad.
You want to do an episode over Yu-Gi-Oh? You keep fucking talking about it. I think you're waiting for one person to just be like, do a Yu-Gi-Oh! And you're like, oh, we gotta do a Yu-Gi-Oh! now. Do you want
Let's duel? Dude, it's so freaking awesome. Like, the spirit that lives in his pyramid puzzle, his millennium puzzle, is like an ancient pharaoh, and he's wise as shit, and he's all
like
good.
That part. Isn't like the intro to the show, like with the intro is like, an ancient pharaoh lives in a blah blah blah, and Yugi is a blah 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 blah. Isn't that like the intro thing to it?
The intro is just a
song. Oh, I thought it was like talking. You know how like in Avatar, it's like, it was all peace until the Fire Nation attacked. It like gives you the same shit over and over again.
Yeah.
But
no. I mean, like every other episode there's a recap, but no, there's nothing like that. There's not like monologue or anything. Well, I mean, there's a lot of monologuing, but you know what I mean. There's not like a narration. That's what I should say.
Man, there's a couple good animes out there. And it's all like shit we kind of grew up with. Like, I'm not a big
dude. You recommended me Death Note, and like I don't know. I've been recommended Death Note since you recommended that to me, so I might watch
I
that.
don't know where the fuck you
after I
find it
finish
anymore because I don't think it's on any streaming services.
Oh, damn.
It used to be on them all.
That sucks. Hey, should we give a Legion of Superheroes?
Oh yeah, fucking bottom. I give it like a 1. It's just, it was so fucking boring.
I'm still gonna give it a 2, the same as We Were My Power, but I like it a little less, so.
Oh, wait a second. Well, hold up. 1 second.
For what?
Oh,
for
nothing.
what? Turn down for what?
Oh,
okay,
shit.
okay, calm down.
Oh,
no
fuck.
copyright. No
Don't worry, I
copyright
don't think it was that good. Oh, okay. Apparently, it's on it's on Netflix again. I swear to God, the other day it was not on. It was not on
sweet.
Netflix, and I would check if it's English, but I don't give a fuck if it is. So there you go. You can figure it out for yourself.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, hopefully I can find season 5 of Yu-Gi-Oh!
One Punch Man.
Because Peacock only has the first 4.
One Punch Man is.
Dude, I like how that show gets so much more intense as you go to. It's like, or maybe not more intense, but it gets so much more like over the top and like more insane.
What? Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck is happening? I mean, I guess it's not really much more. Like, it's kind of always been there, but I don't know. It's dope. I like how dramatic it is. It makes me laugh.
I guess let's wrap up the fucking Tomorrowverse. So, Legion of Superheroes.
Yeah, Tomorrowverse.
I don't know. I don't know if this is anybody's favorite. It was just boring. Also, there's a whole thing with, like, some of the people in the Legion disappeared, and I guess they're dead because they lost.
Oh, yeah, like Saturn Girl and all them. It's like Saturn Girl and I don't remember the other ones.
Isn't Dawnstar disappeared, or was that one of the ones that like died or something?
I don't know. I'm not well versed with the Legion at all. I don't remember half their names.
Anyways, it's kind of boring. I don't know. It's just I couldn't even watch it in one sitting. Typically, I can normally watch most boring movies in one sitting. It's just there was nothing. I didn't like any of the characters. I thought like at first when they introduced Brainiac 5 that I would like him, but he just stooped right down to Supergirl's level of just being a child. And I was like, isn't he supposed to be the most advanced thing on the planet? And he's acting like a child just like her. This is so dumb. And I don't know. Maybe I'm too rough on this movie. Maybe I should watch it again. But I guess what I'm not going to do.
I usually wouldn't say this like seriously, but since he's only in like 5 minutes of the movie, but Batman was probably my favorite character in this.
He was mine. Oh, him or Superman. I like Superman, even though, Superman wasn't very much in it either.
Yeah. And the end credit scene of this, by the way, is it's Superman talking to Kara, like they're talking through like, I don't know, some kind of digitally somehow or something, or just through a portal, something. She's still in the 31st century. He's like, yo, how's the 31st century? She's like, yo, it's going fine. Got a new boyfriend. And he's like, what's his name? I think they pulled that joke.
Oh, the Brainiac thing?
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, and then like, whatever they have Batman has in his hand, that it starts detecting something beeping, and then like a giant like thing comes from the sky, just a giant like beam of light, and it transports them. So yeah, it transported them to Warworld, obviously.
I see. Well, that's the Tomorrowverse. So, do you think the Tomorrowverse, in my opinion, has started off very poor? Like, I know I haven't seen a lot of the movies.
See, initially, I think it started fairly, I don't want to say like, I don't think it was super strong, but I think it was like fairly strong. Like with Man of Tomorrow, like kind of, I know a lot of people like Justice Society of World War II. Like I think a lot of people like it more than I do, but I don't know. It was like a little bit of a bump in the road for me, but I loved Long Halloween, and then after Long Halloween is where it really started going downhill.
Maybe they can salvage
so
it.
like, the past two were misses, and like I don't know. I feel like Warworld's pretty important. Like, if it's not good, I'm done. Like, I mean, I'm not done. I'll still watch them, but like, I mean, as in faith, like, I don't have much faith if Warworld sucks too.
It's hard to, like, when they just keep churning out movies just to churn them out. And it's like, I don't know if they're like actually, I don't know.
Like, do you remember when these used to always be good? Like, the animated movies were always freaking good. They're like quality.
There for a while, and I think a lot of people thought this, like the DC animated movie universe was like, people were saying, just take the script for the next DC animated movie and just make it live action, because it'll probably be fucking amazing. Because they were, I could probably list on one hand how many just like outright bad movies there were in the DC animated universe. And like,
you mean the last
one? Yes, the last one, the New 52 universe, I guess it is.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think many of them are like bad, but I don't think it wouldn't take more than one hand for me to tell you the ones that are like good.
Well,
like actually like that I would recommend to pretty much anyone that's a DC fan.
So you have like, I'll just look at them by like release date. What the fuck? Superman Doomsday is in there? Oh, I think I'm in the... Oh,
I will say this. I rewatched Batman Year One recently. Oh, I rewatched it a couple times, I won't lie, because I hadn't rewatched it since, like, close to when it came out. Like, I hadn't seen it in years, and I remember not really liking it and finding it pretty boring. Maybe it's just because I was a kid and didn't really, like, understand or respect the themes of it or something. But rewatching that movie, I'm like, this is... Or maybe it's just because it's like... It's more of a Gordon movie than it is a Batman movie, in all honesty. So maybe that's why I didn't like it as a kid either. I'm like, oh, I thought this was a Batman movie. But no, it's really freaking good. Like, I love that movie. And I didn't hate it, but I used to just think it was kind of boring. But now I'm like, after rewatching it, I'm like, God, Batman Year One, so much better than I gave it any credit for.
So I was just curious. So I went back to look at like the old animated universe just to see the movies that I just remember not liking all too much. And like the only ones I've found so far that I was just like, man, I don't really fucking like that, was The Reign of Superman.
Yeah, that's my least favorite after Bloodlines.
Wonder Woman Bloodlines. The page is unresponsive, so keep that in mind. Wonder Woman Bloodlines. I guess Batman Hush is just kind of meh.
See, I was gonna say I don't love Son of Batman.
Even then, I've rewatched all just the Batman movies, except Batman Bad Blood. Yeah. I don't know how to feel about that one. You know,
see, Batman versus Robin is the only one like I really like. Like all the other ones are pretty meh. And even like some of Batman versus Robin is pretty meh, but I think like it has some really good stuff in it though. And Hush sucks, dude. Like I don't think the movie itself sucks, but just
who Hush is.
The fact that like it has good elements and aspects to it, but they totally fucking fumble it. Like, they fumble the bag hard.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Yeah, it's not even the twist that irks me with that. Like, I don't really care that Riddler was Hush. I just hate the depiction of Riddler in the movie. How they disrespect that fucking character.
Just a little bitch boy.
Yeah.
So...
Which, I mean, compared to Batman, he is just a fucking bitch. But
yeah, he's a little bitch.
I don't like him. I hate him being like just treated as like a lackey in the crime world when he's one of Batman's best fucking villains.
Yeah. Well, I don't have anything more to say about the Tomorrowverse. That was the Tomorrowverse. It sucks. This sucks. Everybody who likes DC, you're stupid. Take that. I bet you live in Philly.
Yeah, it's pretty okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine.
I don't think they're gonna get any better. I really don't.
I mean, I don't think you have any reason to believe they'll get better as of now.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, I don't know. Unless Warworld's, like, close to, like, Long Halloween level, if not better, which I really like Long Halloween a lot, so I doubt it's gonna be better. For me, anyway.
so you said...
But, like, if it's close to that quality, I might have some hope again. But if it's closer to Legion of Superheroes, then no. It's done. Like, they should just... Okay, so I have a theory.
Okay.
That they might maybe be doing, like, maybe do Crisis on Infinite Earths sometime soon in, like, in these animated movies, since, like, they rebooted the last one into this, and, like, they have so much shit just in general of DC animation that, like, it would be so easy for them to do.
Yeah, like, they could fucking tie in the Justice League. Did Justice League Doom get tied into anything?
I think, like, it and Crisis on 2 Earths are connected.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah. So, but they could, like, tie in, like, the Justice League Doom, All-Star Superman, and all that shit. They could do that in Crisis, couldn't they?
Yeah, I mean, they could do anything. Since
they could fucking tie in
it's Infinite Earths.
the Justice League cartoon to it, couldn't they? Fuck. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. See, I'm conflicted about that now, though, because, like, I really wish they would have got around to it before Conroy passed.
Oh,
because it's just not going to be the same.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Damn.
Yeah, it's just not going to be the same.
Speaking of Kevin Conroy, Mark Hamill played the Joker. You know who Mark Hamill also played?
Luke Skywalker.
That's it. We're doing Star Wars, episode 1 through episode 9.
No. No. I didn't agree to this.
Damn it. I could carry you through Star Wars. It's okay.
God, not all 9 fucking episodes.
Oh, no, we just do one at a time. We do it like...
Okay, well, I've seen Phantom Menace and Rogue One. That's it, though.
Oh, you seen Rogue One?
Yeah, I watched that earlier this year, and it was okay. I didn't like
What?
it. I liked it more than Phantom Menace.
You didn't love it? Well, wait,
No.
did you, like...
Don't you, dude?
That's widely regarded as one of the best Star Wars movies. You know that, right?
No.
Like, I'm not joking. That is seriously, like, people say, like, so Revenge of the Sith gets a lot of love now. So a lot of people will say it's like Empire Strikes Back, Revenge of the Sith, and then they'll put, like, Return of the Jedi or something.
I'll tell you what oh my God, I'll tell you what I have it on Letterboxd, okay? If I can find it.
Well, you tell me what you have it on Letterboxd when you find it. And I'll say this.
Oh shit, I started looking up Star Trek by instinct. I've been watching those too.
Oh, you fucking moron, piece of shit, asshole.
Dude, Star Trek is good.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I just went to Letterboxd, or I was just trying to find Letterboxd, and I typed in box letter on my search on my phone, so I don't really know what I'm doing either.
Star Wars.
It's a Rogue One story.
A Star Wars story. No, it's Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
Shut up. You don't even fucking know.
Hey, I gave it 3 out of 5. I gave it a 3 out of 5. That's a positive
Okay,
score.
wait. Did you just not really like it because you just didn't understand, like, kind of, you just kind of got, like, thrown in and you're just like, I think I know what's going on. Were you confused? What about it did you not like?
I don't know, man. I'm not, like... I don't love the action in, like, any of the Star Wars movies. Besides Darth Maul. Darth Maul was awesome.
That fucking Darth Vader hallway thing?
Okay, no, the Darth Vader stuff was cool, but outside of that, like, all the, like, just the blasters and stuff, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I would rather see actual guns.
Okay, I was about to say, if you say that Darth Vader hallway scene was not good,
no, I think all the Vader stuff in general is, like, the best, and, whatever the robot was in this movie, he was
an assassin droid who got reprogrammed.
And, Mads Mikkelsen was pretty good.
Mads Mikkelsen. Who was Mads Mikkelsen in that movie? Oh.
He was, like, the, I don't remember, like, a general or lieutenant guy or some shit. He was, like, the main character's dad.
Yeah, he was, fuck. He wasn't Cassian Andor, was he?
I think that no, I don't think he was Andor.
Oh, fuck! I cannot remember what he was. Damn it! He was what's her name's dad though.
That's what I said.
Oh, I didn't know you said that.
that she's the main character, right?
He was Galen Urso.
Oh,
yeah.
Urso. Yeah, that sounds right.
Who was Cassian Andor? Oh, Diego Luna was Cassian Andor. Yeah.
Diego Luna. Has he been in anything else?
He might be in the Andor TV show.
Well, I meant something maybe I've seen. I haven't seen that.
He was in Narcos Mexico. He is in the Andor TV show.
Oh, yeah.
He's in a movie called
The
Book of Life. He's in Scarface, apparently. He's in Elysium. He's in regular Narcos. Oh, he's in a movie called Milk. I know you've seen Milk.
Milk!
Yeah.
That's what... Yes! I was like, why do I know his name, bro? That's
he's
why.
He's actually in DC League of Super Pets. Yeah,
oh, wait, what?
I don't know. We're about to find out. We're about to tie this back.
Oh, wait, no. Wait. I know who he's a hamster, isn't he? No, he's not. No, he's not.
He's chipped, CH apostrophe P.
Oh, is that
I
the
don't
squirrel?
fucking know. I haven't seen that shit.
I'm assuming it's the squirrel.
Figure it out. See.
Okay, so anyway, we did wrap back around to DC animation.
He is the squirrel. He's the squirrel.
I guess it's gone. Yes, let's go. I knew it. Yeah, so we'll be back next time talking about something. Maybe something.
When did you say?
I don't know when we'll talk about Warworld.
When did you say Warworld? When did you say that came out?
July 25th, I believe. So a week from Tuesday.
Will this go out this week? Okay, so this will go out this week. So I guess next week we could talk about Warworld if you want to. I'll actually make the time to watch it the day it comes out on Tuesday.
Yeah, we can do that. I should be able to watch it Tuesday or Wednesday if not.
Yeah,
definitely.
I mean, it's fine. I can. Yeah. And then the week after that, I want everybody to mark their calendars because I'm going to hype this up. This is 2 weeks in advance, so you have to get through Warworld. But let me tell you something, brother. We're going back to the WWE, brother. And we will come back with our top 5 SummerSlam matches of all time. We will trudge through all the bad SummerSlams. So that one SummerSlam, that other SummerSlam, those ones that you think are bad, we will go through them. And we will come out with 5 of our favorite matches. And we will have a list and we will talk about them. And then after Saturday, August 5th, when SummerSlam comes at you live from Philadelphia. Wait.
No, is that right? WrestleMania 40 is at Philadelphia.
I got fucking Philly on my mind.
Okay, do you have a problem with Detroit?
I like Detroit.
Fans?
Yeah, Detroit, y'all. If the Packers don't win the NFC North, I hope go Lions.
God, I'm sorry, but I hope the Lions.
Yeah, well, fuck the Bears, fuck the Vikings. The Lions are.
Dude, do you know the Lions have never won that division, right? Ever.
Are you dead serious?
I'm fucking serious. Since that division, formated in 2002, the Lions have not won it. Anytime they made the playoffs, they've been, the second ranked in that division. They've always been a wild card team.
Wow. That is sad.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
It's pretty bonkers.
Yeah, so it formed in, that's NFC Central. NFC Central, NFC North. So it went Packers, Bears, Packers, Vikings, Bears, Packers, Vikings, Packers, Bears, Packers, Vikings. Oh my God. The last time the Lions won anything in terms of division was 1993.
Damn, really? I thought it might be a little later than that. I knew it was going to be in the 90s, though. I figured it was going to be with
And
Sanders.
that was when they lost in the wild card round to guess who? The Green Bay Packers.
Oh, okay. I thought, what year was it that there is a playoff game? I'm pretty sure it's a playoff game that Dallas beat Detroit 5-0.
Where Dallas beat Detroit 5-0?
Yes, that was the final score of the game.
Good God, how long ago was that?
I thought it was the 90s, but I guess it might have been
The
earlier.
Lions. Oh, well, this is just winners of. I don't see a 5 to score. I see.
Oh, okay. It was 1970.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that.
Yeah. That's still stupid, though.
70s. Fuck. I mean, you think about that. That wasn't too long ago when, in terms of like football, like I know a few players from the 70s, you know, like.
Yeah. That was what? That would have been like the season after Super Bowl 4?
I think so.
Because it was Super Bowl 1 66. Was it the 66-67 season or was it the 65-66 season?
Oh. You're asking the wrong guy, man.
Okay, it was the 66-67. So yeah, so 67. So this was after Super Bowl, 4.
Holy
yeah, right.
shit.
Or no, this was before Super Bowl 4. It was the playoffs before Super Bowl 4.
So, you know who Don Hudson is, right? He's a former Packer. Yeah. You know where he went to high school?
Yeah. Do I know
he went to high school? He went to high school? Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
And he went to Alabama. Weird. That was before Alabama was Alabama. This is pointless. What are we doing now? We're talking about the tomorrow. Anyways,
oh no, we're signing off. We'll be off. We'll be back with Warworld. Yeah. Well, maybe it will be in Warworld.
Bye.